What's up everybody, Owen from Devil's Watches here with our third video in the series. So today we're just going to talk about two terms that people kind of get mixed up in the watch industry and exactly what do they mean and what is the idea behind them. So before you do that, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, check out our Kickstarter with the Curvo, the best watch you'll get for €75. So check that out. Everything's on Instagram, links in the bio, check it out. So the first phrase that people come across in the watch industry these are beginner phrases, so you know, if people are into their watches, they know all these. So this is just if you're beginning in watch collecting or you're getting a bit of an interest in watches, these are things you come across, especially when you're buying your first watch. You get this thing of Swiss made. So what is Swiss made? So you see every watch, it's down the bottom, usually underneath the 6, it'll say Swiss made. On older timepieces, more vintage watches, they'll have Swiss, and it usually has two T's on each side. So some vintages or Rolexes, Omegas, you'll see that, you'll see Swiss with two little T's. It's the same thing. So the idea behind Swiss made is the Swiss government decided that they need to distinguish their watches from the rest of the watches in the world. So they put the Swiss watch Swiss made logo down the bottom. So what it really means is that the movement is Swiss. A majority of the production is done in Switzerland. I think 60% of the value has to be made in Switzerland. It has to be cased in Switzerland, and the final product check has to be done in Switzerland. So usually watches you see with Swiss made are usually like the high-end watches, but you can get a few $100, $200 watches with Swiss made. Obviously, there's different levels from the $10,000 Swiss made watch and the $150 Swiss made watch. So, does it mean a lot? Yes, it's something to go by. Usually with most brands, you'll know the name of the brand if it has a Swiss made on it. But some smaller brands, if they have Swiss made, it's kind of like just a little nod that they're a little bit above the norm. They took this into consideration. They have a Swiss movement. So it's one thing to look out for if you're buying a watch. Usually if there's two watches, one's Swiss made, one's not. If you both them like equally, they're the same to you, I'd probably go with the Swiss made watch. The second term that we come across is ATM. So everyone wants to know, what's the water resistance of the watch? So most will have 3 ATM, 5 ATM, 10 ATM, 20 ATM, and then it can go up for the dive watches. So realistically, most dress watches, so this is 3 ATM, but like that, if it's a dress watch, you're not going to be going swimming, you're not going to be showering with it, you're not going to be go diving. So people get confused. So 3 ATM equals 30 meters water resistance. So most people see 30 meters water resistance, they think that they can swim, dive, snorkel to 30 meters. That's not the case. So what the ATM is and what the 30 meters come from is that watch will survive at a depth of 30 meters if there's no pressure on it, no movement in the water, nothing. If that is just sat in 30 meters depth and there's nothing moving around it, the water's still, it'll be okay. But if you move it a little bit, or if you swim, so you have to think like the pressure on a watch, if it's still in the water is one thing, but if you're swimming and moving around, it has more pressure. So with a 3 ATM, you can wash your hands, you can wear it out in the rain, you could probably wash the car, just be careful. 5 ATM gets a little bit better. You could wear this in the shower. You know, I still wouldn't swim with 5 ATM. The same again, you can wash your car, rain, no problem. And then once you get up to 100 meters is where you can start swimming and actually getting in the water with it. So 100 meters, I would swim with. I wouldn't dive with or snorkel with. Anything 200 meters plus, so 20 ATM, get in the water, go for a swim, snorkel, dive, not crazy diving, but you can dive. And then whatever, as you go up later, you would say like your deep sea is nearly 4,000 meters depth. I think it's 3,900 meters depth on a Rolex deep sea. So like that's a different level, but you know, whatever you want to do. But just 3 ATM, don't go anywhere near water. 5 ATM, be wary of your shower putting it in water, swimming, I wouldn't go. 100 ATM, get in the pool, wear it on your holidays, and then 200 plus, you know, you're safe. But be careful if you're buying vintage. Just because a watch says 20 ATM on it and it's 20 years old, doesn't mean that it's still gonna be okay. You don't know how many times it's been opened. You don't know if the seal's broken in it. You don't know who repaired the watch, if they tested for water resistance when they repaired it. So be careful with ATM. Unless you buy the watch brand new, be careful. And in fairness to me, I never swim with any watches. I don't see the point of why you need your watch in the swimming pool. You're probably on holidays. You know, you don't need to be looking at the time every 2 minutes. Yeah, it looks cool if you're sitting at the bar or in the pool and you have your watch on. But for me, I never swim with a watch. I don't see the point. Unless you're training you train and swimming and you have a watch on that you need to time yourself, your heart rate. Yeah, I see the point of that. But I don't swim with watches, and usually I wear dress watches, so I can't even shower with them. So once again, please like, subscribe, share it, give a shout out, whatever you want to do, and check out the Kickstarter. That's the main thing. Check out Devil Watches on Kickstarter. Go to my Instagram, Devil Watches. The link's in the bio. Check it out. See what you think of it. Read the story. Read about the design. Even if you don't even want to buy the watch, you have no interest in it, please just look. Just go look. Take the time. Read a few lines. Hear about our story at Devil's Watches and what we're trying to do in the industry, and just help us out. So enjoy your day, and see you next time.